This episode of Profiler, we look into the life of a track athlete, J.L. Anderson at Baker University, from how he got started to where he wants to go.
Somewhere around 7, 8 years old, 4th grade. At the time I was playing Pop Warner football and kind of got into it as a little recreational activity, something to do, have fun with all my friends and everybody. So that's pretty much how I got into it when I first started anyway. Influences in high school to run track, pretty much my dad, pretty much, because that's when I started to get into the hurdles after my 8th grade year of middle school. So he was pretty much a main influence for me in high school. Going around running the hurdles, everybody knew my dad as a great hurdler, so they kind of associated me with that factor. So he was pretty much a main influence for me during high school.
For JL, he wasn't impressed by the big-name schools because he wanted to be coached by the best. He felt Baker University was that place.
Fourth place, Joe Naughton.
What made me want to come to Baker University was the fact that I wanted to have a good coach. I was recruited top in the nation out of Dallas area and nationally ranked in the top 15 in the nation in both hurdles coming out of high school. And I just wanted a good coach. And my top 2 choices at the time were the University of Louisiana at Lafayette and UT San Antonio. And then, of course, I got a call from Coach Kindler and, at the time, Coach Mackie Valentin. And I came up here, took a visit, seen how good of a coach Mackie was, and that's pretty much what I wanted, was a good coach. And so that's what got me at Baker University.
JL not only brought his talents to Baker, he also brought his personality. A guy who just loves having a good time with good people.
JL's a friend. He's funny, he's a handful, he's crazy, he's loud, but I wouldn't have any other way. He's a good friend to have.
But even though he loves having a good time, he is focused. He is determined every time he laces up his spikes. But he knows what has to be done before the gun goes off.
Just to go out there and do what I know how to do. And what I know how to do is just run, run my race, just do me, pretty much. And so when I'm sitting out there warming up, listening to my music, I'm just thinking to myself, you got to go out here and you got to get it. You got to get it done. And like I said, I'm chasing All-American status, and so I'm just thinking of how everything comes into play, One wrong block store, one hit of a hurdle, everything comes into play when you're trying to get that far.
The start reflects the finish. A focused start out the blocks, and JL will reach the finish line in no time. His block routine is where the race begins.
Me, of course, I come to the blocks, we do the normal, jump up and down, shake your legs out, but before that, depending, I go up to the first hurdle, or I go in between the blocks and the first hurdle, I'll kneel down, I'll say my prayer, and then get into the blocks, and, get into the blocks. From there, it's just, all right, the drive phase, drive to the hurdle, get to the first hurdle, and that's what I'm thinking about, getting to the first hurdle.
JL runs 2 hurdle events, the 110s and the 400. At the Wildcat Relay, he came in second by a photo finish after running out of gas with 30 meters left.
With the 400 hurdles, that's a long race. you got 10 hurdles around the track, and from the last hurdle to the finish line, that's 40 meters, and, running over a previous 9. So, I went over the hurdle. He stayed pretty much strong with me through the whole race, and he got me at the tape. It happens. It's 400-meter hurdle race. I won't worry about it. But that's pretty much all it was. It was a fight to the finish, and, he out-leaned me at the line, so he got me because he didn't flat-out beat me by much, But it was a cool race. I like a race. I like a challenge. It shows me where I'm at.
Track is both a single sport and a team sport. JL takes pride in being a team player and trying to win for his team. He wants everybody to do their best and supports all his teammates.
As a team member, I was very excited, especially, for our seniors that we have on the team, especially with such a guy like Aaron Hannon and the type of athlete that he is. To come out, his senior year and win, for the whole boys team. I was happy for the whole boys team. Everybody came out ready to run, ready to jump, ready to hurdle. Everybody knew it, especially after day one. We were up by 6 points. And some of us was up all night just going through, man, if we go out here and we run this and we jump that and we do this and that, then we can come out of here with a national championship. And it came down to the last throwing event and the last 2 running events, and we noticed by the 4x4 we were up by 15. So no matter, even if we would have got 8th place, even though we got 3rd, even if we would have got 8th place, we still would have won. And so it was just a happy feeling. We all knew it. Everybody was down on the infield. As a team, we were all stoked. And when Aaron crossed the finish line, it was pandemonium. We all just went nuts. When it comes to the relay, especially the 4x1, which is one I ran on most pretty much this year, we are kind of close. We come out there, we try to get it done, and we're looking for every weekend to try to push ourselves to do better. Unfortunately, our 4x1 didn't make it to nationals, which, we were kind of sad about that. Some of the other teammates were sad about that. But, when it comes down to the relay and running the 4x1, we try to go out there and we try to do our best. We try to come together. We work out at it at practice. We want our handouts to be perfect.
As a team-wise, it always helps out because he's always putting up points. People think of track, you don't really think about points, but, JL's always putting up points. And, he really influences me when he runs because, he has that winning mentality. That's why I think we get along so well, because we both have that winner's mentality, that no matter what, no matter who we're running, no matter who we're racing against, we came to win. So I think that's one thing that JL really influenced me when he runs. So.
JL's best event is the 110 hurdles, but he knows in order to accomplish his goals, he must continue to work hard and maybe step it up a notch. Things won't come easy, but he believes his goals are reachable with a lot of training and by staying focused.
The goals to get me there is pretty much to train. I got a lot of things to work on, flexibility, and of course, it takes hundreds of hours to get your technique down, and I'm far from reaching that goal. And so I have a lot of work that needs to be done in order to reach that goal, but within a 4-year span, it can happen.
The best, the greatest, and the role model. Things that he wants to be and what motivates him every day. To be a professional at a childhood dream.
What drives me and motivates me is to be the best. I just want to be able to, go out there, go to the Olympics, and have people look at me and be like, man, I know that dude. Like, I ran track with him. I did all this, I did all that. He was I just want to be the best. I'm striving to be the best. I want to be the greatest. I want to be named the greatest. I want to be looked at as the greatest, the best hurdler. So that's my top #1 goal is, to go to the Olympics, and win that championship, hopefully not next year, but the next 4 years after that, and be named the greatest hurdler in the U.S.
This is Ricky Harper signing off from The Profiler.